Well, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying this Friday night. It is about 9:18 where I'm at here on the East Coast. And I am in my living room tonight. And I thought that I would just hop on just to say hi, see what you guys are up to. And you're going to burn the candle. You know that, right? That's my husband acting like a nutcase. He likes to throw things at me. It's so crazy. So yeah, we got the cats chilling and he's playing video games and I'm sitting here at the dining room table and burning my little pumpkin. I think this is pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin spice candle. Now the thing of it, this is let me tell you how bad my mind is. I forgot to take the plastic off of it. So we'll do this together. I'll pull this plastic off. All right, so there we go. All right. It smells good too. It's nice. I wish you guys could smell it. But I love this. And this is pretty. This was a Christmas candle that I got for Christmas. So I'm going to put that back around there. For now, anyway. So anyway, let's get into it tonight. Let's get into tonight's conversation. Okay, it's not going to fit that way. But this is cute though. I like this. Oh, okay, check this out, y'all. Now it's a necklace. That's cute. And I have a place to hang it too. All right, just for fun. All right, let's get into it. I can get distracted real easy. Okay, tonight I'm going to talk about Mounjaro. I'm going to give you guys an update on Mounjaro while I am coloring in this coloring book that was also a gift from my husband. It's called I Know the Plans That I Have for You, Soothing Reflection on God's Perfect Plan and Purpose in Your Life. Let's see if you can see that. You know, guys, I really need to invest in a nice big camera. And so I can give you guys better quality videos. I also need to invest in making an introduction now that I've learned how to do a little bit more on a cell phone. But it's really better if you have software and you get on your computer, you know. But you always hear these, you always hear people, content creators, kind of complain and need a break from YouTube because, you know, it's so much work editing a video. Well, you guys, I'm giving it to you raw. There is no editing in my videos. I might put a shadow in on a, you know, what is it called? It's where you have a shadow framed around your video. I think I only did that once or twice. But really, that's it. I just give it to you guys straight. Wherever room I am in, wherever the lighting is in, whatever the deal is, you know, it is what it is. So, while I am coloring, and I already started, this is really good therapy. I'm going to just color and talk to you about Mounjaro. Now, I haven't really given you an update about my physical situation because I really haven't, or at least I didn't think that I had an update to give you. The last time I talked to you guys, I told you that I was on 12.5 and I really didn't have anything to say because there was really nothing. I didn't feel like there was anything going on. But now that I've talked to my doctor again and I've kind of assessed myself, I do actually have a small update about Mounjaro. And for me, it's not a good update. I just took my last 12.5 milligram shot. And I have noticed that these past 2 weeks especially, because I told you after my husband's birthday I wasn't going to cheat anymore. And I just realized, well, I didn't just realize, I've realized it along the way, but I kind of blamed it on COVID. And I don't think it's COVID after all. These past 2 weeks straight, I have been eating out every day. Almost every day, I have ate some form of fast food. Today, I ate half of a fillet of fish. Today, I ate half of a quarter pounder with cheese. It was my husband's food, but I just ate half of it. We just split everything. We split the fries, we split the sandwiches. And I ate a balanced breakfast. It's like every day, or almost every day, one meal was something bad. Let's just put it that way. And even though, like, okay, when we went out to Double T Diner and I filmed that, I ate a bowl of beef barley soup, but I had 4 slices of bread and butter with it. 4 slices. And then later that night, I had 2 more slices when I ate some more beef and barley soup. And for the past 2 days, yesterday, today, I've eaten more bread than I normally would eat. And you know what? I'm just thinking like this. Well, let me finish the sentence. All right, so also I noticed that I was hungry more than what I normally would be. 12.5 milligrams wasn't that great for me. It was almost, I don't know, it was almost like my body had become accustomed to Mounjaro and got some of its strength back. Like you know, the jailer is out to lunch and it's not holding me captive. You know, today I was hungrier than normal. Yesterday I was hungrier than normal. The day before yesterday I was hungrier than normal. And, you know, I just feel like this is not a good sign. This either means my body is adapting to Mounjaro, which it shouldn't be, or the batch of Mounjaro that I got may not have been strong enough. So I'm looking forward to going to 15 milligrams. So I don't know if there's anyone out there that experienced a time where they had an extended period of excess hunger. You know, like Mounjaro just wasn't working. I know it's working. You know, I'm still not eating no way near as much as I would be eating if I was not on Mounjaro. But I just noticed that, like, for example, I saw someone eating fried shrimp and I just craved fried shrimp. And I went and got it. Somebody was eating a mushroom sub sandwich, and then I wanted a mushroom sub sandwich, and I'm like, what in the world is going on here? You know, I thought maybe this was just COVID, because COVID has drained so much out of me, and maybe I just need some serious food in my stomach. I also noticed that for the past 4 days, I've been running into quite a bit of nausea. And I contribute that to COVID. I really do. And I still contribute that to COVID. But I'm saying this because I think the combination of COVID and Mounjaro, I think there was, you know, there's that war going on where your body is sick and it needs extra vitamins, it needs extra nutrients, you know, that kind of thing. Well, at least I'm not sleeping as much as I used to. I'm not sleeping 18 hours a day. You know, so there is definitely difference. I see difference. I see changes. Now, I do not know if I lost or gained any weight, or if I'm just going to if I just stayed the same. I'm not expecting to lose any weight because January was not a very good month for me, Mounjaro wise. You know, at first, when I first got COVID, yeah, my hunger went down to practically nothing, you know, and it stayed that way for a while. But here we are, end of January, and I still have COVID, and I still have COVID. You know I do it. You know I do. You know you do. I'm not contagious anymore, and it's not on the surface. You know what I mean? It's very little because my body's fought off most of it, but I know that it's still there. Weak as it may be, it's still there. So, I also noticed a little bit of constipation, and I don't know if that would be contributed to Mounjaro or if that was contributed to COVID. I think that's Mounjaro. I really do, because it felt the way that it did when I was constipated when I first started taking Mounjaro. It's like I can go, but it's not with ease and flow, you know. So and yeah, and I'm taking the magnesium glytrate or whatever you call it. And so I'm just thinking about, you know, I got my water, I got a little water bottle here, and to remember that whatever room I'm in, make sure that there's a water bottle there. So that's what I've been doing. So I'm going to guzzle down some water and stuff. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on with my body with Mounjaro. 12.5 was not good. Now, I may get on the scale next week and weigh in right before I take that 15 milligrams, you know, and I might see some weight loss. It might shock me. I might see some weight loss, you know, but I'm not looking forward to it because I know that I didn't do very good, and I didn't do very good fighting off hunger, you know. I didn't do good this month, guys. I'm just going to let you know. So 12.5 milligrams so far has let me down, has disappointed me. So I took my last final 12.5 yesterday, which was, I was supposed to have taken it tonight, but I just said, no, I need it now because I am hungry. And I just ate like 2 hours ago and I'm hungry again, like back the way it was before. So I know everyone's body is different. You know, so my thing is, as long as I didn't gain any, I can't complain. I definitely cannot complain. I don't have any blood work or anything that's due, but I have been giving myself thyroid tests where I massage my throat almost to the point like I'm trying to strangle myself, just to see if I can feel any hardness, any lumps or any bumps anywhere around the thyroid area. And so far so good. My thyroid still feels the same. No sign of gallstones, no signs of pancreatitis or anything of that nature. You know, I still feel fine. I still feel good, you know, in those terms. Now, Walmart pharmacy called me and automatically refilled my next prescription for my second box of 15 milligrams. And so I'm just waiting to hear, you know, what they say. Did they get it? They got it in, or they're going to order it? Probably order it. But my Walmart gets Mounjaro shipment in weekly anyway, so not a problem. So I'm just waiting to see if there's going to be a coupon problem. That's what I'm waiting for. Now, the second thing I wanted to mention also is I went ahead and I talked to my doctor, and I've already got everything set up for me to start Semaglutide. And his version with the pharmacy that he's working with, which is called Pure Pharmacy, and of course their compound pharmacy, and they have a compound. Now, this is what I'm told. The compound is a special blend of Semaglutide and something else that's supposed to make it better and stronger and more effective than Wegovy. So, and my doctor would not support it and have so many of his patients on it if he felt that the threat of pancreatitis or gallstones or any type of gallbladder issues or thyroid cancer was major. And so far as I know, none of his patients, even his nurses that are on it, have had any problems like that whatsoever. So if you are concerned about those things, just know that so far there's been no reports of anything like that I know of. So if that can give you some comfort, I hope so. So if I get any problems with Mounjaro, like I said, guys, I'm going to transfer my prescription. And since I have a month ahead box, then I don't have to, you know, it buys me time, you know, to go from pharmacy to pharmacy to try to get that $25. But you know, if my best doesn't suffice and it gets to a point where, you know what, hey, I'm going to have to get on the semaglutide for $300 a month, then so be it. It's already set up for, all I have to do is call my doctor and speak to the account manager and just have them set it up to automatically take the payment out of my checking account at the end of every month. So it's set up. So I've got my backup plan. And what did I tell you guys? Make sure that you have a backup plan. And I didn't have to put any money down. It's just $300 a month. That's it. You don't have to put no money down. So I'm grateful to God for that. So we'll see how this thing goes. And I'm still looking forward to the possibility of the rebranding of Mounjaro being a reasonably priced thing. I know that's a long shot, but we'll see what happens, right? We just got to wing it, take it one step at a time and see what happens. So that's it. That's all that I can think of that I wanted to say to you guys about Mounjaro. I'm thinking, is there anything else that I wanted to say? Just that I was not pleased with the 12.5. There was some constipation. And it didn't happen right away. Okay. It did not happen right away. I took like the first 2 weeks of 12.5 milligrams was fine. It was the first, I'd say the first week. Yeah, the first 2 weeks were fine. That third week was the week that I started noticing, you know, the hunger and the changes. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Or maybe first week and a half. So let's just say that this week and part of last week, I noticed much more hunger than I would normally have. And that was very disconcerting. I wasn't too pleased about that and couldn't understand why that was happening. But we'll see. I hope that that isn't what I thought it was, that my body was just, you know, getting used to it, because that's not supposed to happen. Your body's not supposed to get used to this stuff. So that's it. That's all I can think of. So now down to regular chat. So for the rest of you guys who are not so much interested in Mounjaro, how are you all doing? I hope that you are having a good Friday. Let's see. I said that I was going to make another gratitude journal in my happy planner. And I did. And I wrote down, I made it a purpose to write down little things that you would normally consider stupid, that I was grateful for. Like being grateful that I found my place in certain areas. Like, you know, I struggled with Happy Planner for a while because I was straight up TN, you know, and I was trying to figure out which one is going to work for me. And I can't, you guys remember, you journalists who watched my videos where I redid my spreads because I couldn't coordinate right and stuff like that. So I finally found my place and I was grateful for that. Little foxes, right? My nails. This is going to sound so stupid, but then some of you may be able to relate. I actually wrote down that I was grateful that I finally enjoy doing my nails. Now that seems so stupid, right? But let me explain. I had stopped getting my nails done for a long time because I got so sick and tired of dealing with people at the salon. How many of you can relate to this? You go to the salon, right? And you go there to get your pedicure, your manicure, whatever you got to get there. And then you find out that because they take walk-ins, you're behind. You have to wait a few minutes extra, 15 minutes extra, because they were so greedy for money, or they needed extra money. And so they take someone thinking that they can get them done by the time you get there. Then you have them sometimes rush through. And so I found myself changing my plans. Okay, from going into the afternoon, I would go early in the morning. I need to be the very first customer that you have. that morning so that I can get the best service, not have to wait. Then they're listening to politics, you know, and I don't want to hear about politics. I don't want them to have the news on where they're talking about all this negativity between Republicans and Democrats and this and that and the other. And I would ask them, can you put on Cartoon Network? You know, can you put on something that, you know, that is a little bit relaxing, you know? And I asked them to change the channel, please, you know? So they ended up putting on a game show or something because they didn't have Cartoon Network or whatever. But, and then there is, you know, so, and then it just got to the point where I said, you know what? It's just beginning to become more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. So what I did was every time I would go get my nails done, I watched how they do it. I watched how they dipped. And I watched every single visit was a learning experience for me. I would be so intent and focused on what they were doing. And so I went and I bought everything that they had, and I went and figured out what it was that I wanted to do, and it took trial and error. And to find out what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted to use, what brand I wanted to use. And I started doing my own nails. Started doing my own pedicures. Started soaking my own feet. And then I just stopped coming. And I think they kind of knew it little by little. You know, I was getting less things done because I was, you know what I'm saying, doing everything, starting to do everything at home. So, yeah. But then it got to the point where it was such a hassle for me to do my nails at home. I hated it. I'm like, oh God, my nails is lifting, and oh, I hate the fact that I got to spend this weekend doing my nails. So it takes so much energy out of me, you know, and I would just gripe about it. I would hate having to do my nails. And it was just like half empty, not half full. And then finally I got to a place where I said, you know what? I'll do one hand on Saturday and then do the other hand on Sunday. So that way, you know, it's not 2 hours or 3 hours all at one time. And then I would think of what are ways that I can do to prevent having to do a full dip every time, you know, and what can I do? Not put too much on or put more on. So I had to just tweak. And so that's what I ended up doing until I could finally find my place. So now I watch a movie. I put a good movie in. And last weekend when I did my nails, when I was videotaping it with you guys, I did one hand one night and the other hand the other night. So that ended up taking the stress off of me. So one hand on Saturday, one hand on Sunday, and watch a movie while I'm doing it. And, you know, instead of trying to do it every 3 weeks, just as soon as they start lifting, as soon as, you know, the gel starts lifting, you know, just go ahead and start. I got candle wax on my hands. So, and then just go ahead and do it. And so that was how I got that to work, you know. But it's like I wrote down, okay, I'm grateful that I can enjoy doing my nails now. And I was just like, that just sounds so stupid, but that's how it is. You just got to find those little things. And it was just part of my word of the year, which I said was mindset. And I meant that, you know, I really meant that. I want to continuously look at things half full instead of half empty and do whatever I can to make it fun. Make it fun. Make it not be a chore, you know, and that takes practice. It takes a lot of practice, you know. So that was one of the little silly things that I thought, like, how can you'd be grateful. But it's all about peace of mind. I'm grateful that I can find ways to make things that were unpleasant a little more enjoyable, a little more pleasant, and a little bit more bearing, you know, that type of thing. So what about you guys? What is something that you would say is like ridiculous to you, but it's a small thing and you're like so grateful for it, whereas someone else might say, you know, well, that's strange that you would, I'm grateful for that, you know. So if you have something that is really like, you know, one of them little things that irk you, that you have been able to find a way to change your perception or the way that you perceive it, so that you can put a smile on your face and for it to not be such a negative thing, but a more enjoyable thing. Share it with me. I'm curious. Let me know, what little things are you grateful for that someone else might think of as, you know, a strange thing to be thankful for. You know, like that's mediocre, you know, because it's always the little things, because the little things always mount up to become big things, right? So yeah, so share that with me. Let me know what little thing that you're grateful for that you think someone else might find as minuscule. Okay, so other than that, nothing else really is going on. I did make an order. Let me see, I'll show you guys that. Look at all of these pages. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 20 pages. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 pages. 20 pages of Bible stickers that I got from Amazon, and they were dirt cheap too. I'm serious. I think I paid what, maybe $8 for all of these, and you get 20 sheets. I may have even paid just $6. I mean, it was dirt cheap. Really. You know how long this will last? I will never have to buy these again. And you can actually, I think you could do a subscribe and save to this. I think I saw that, you know, and it's like, let it go. Positive energy. Guide me, Lord. Be thankful. God bless you. Simply blessed. Know your worth. Armored with, no, around, what is that? Armored. Oh, God. What does that say? You guys read it. Around with blessing? What does that mean? I guess walk around with blessings. I don't know. But either way, as long as you guys know what it means, that's all that counts, right? Be glad. Joy is ahead. Oh, that's cute. Be glad. Joy is ahead. I am with you always. Oh, you know, that's one of my favorite. I have that tattooed and on my wall. Okay, to forgive, trust the Lord, be the light, saved by grace, amazing grace, have courage. I mean, look at all of these. I mean, this is a ton. 20 pages of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 times 5. That's a heck of a lot of stickers. And, you know, and these are just great. And they're clear. So you can put these on anything. Whenever you're feeling down, whenever this is just great. I don't know how long this has been on Amazon and I did not know it. Or maybe it just recently came on Amazon. But I highly recommend you guys check this out. If you like motivational or inspirational quotes for stickers, you can't go wrong with this. And I think they even had them in color, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But I like the black. So I am going to drink some water and finish coloring, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. See ya.